basketball. And we're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, BA, get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet, believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Cameron Johnson out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Now here's Pirtle. Here's Van Vliet, pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Great recognition by Pirtle, slicing through the defense in these pick-and-roll sets.
And it's Brooklyn ball. Screen by Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie, plenty of space. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Pass to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Bridges against Anunoby. Finney-Smith up top. Doubled by Siakam. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Dinwiddie's got his second basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Anunoby. Inside. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Bridges outside. Over on Anunoby. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Raptors with a lead. You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
BA, let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, BA.
Claxton can't get it to go. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Anunoby passes to Siakam. There's 1:54 left in the first. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside Finney-Smith. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And here's Siakam for 3. The rebound by the Nets.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And now the Nets on the break. Right side Johnson. Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Bridges outside. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Siakam outside. Off with the layup. Bridges against Anunoby. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. That's out front, leading by 5.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors, EuroCup.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Toronto trailing. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Finney-Smith. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Three-pointer, VanVleet. No luck on that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Bridges outside. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
VanVleet against Dinwiddie. They grab their own miss. The 3 from Barnes. Sinks it from distance. Barnes has got 8 points.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Barnes. Fires the 3. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Nets with the lead. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bridges. Give him 8 points now. From deep. They get the rebound. Claxton.
At the line for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton.
No good on the free throw. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, BA. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Raptors. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. It's VanVleet with a drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this.
And BA, He takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Anunoby passes to Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws can be an issue.
PA. It really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Here's Claxton. The Raptors making their last shot. Back to Bridges. Dinwiddie outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
For Toronto, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Defenders haven't figured out Scotty Barnes yet.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Now here's Anunoby. Siakam outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Anunoby against Bridges. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Now here's Dinwiddie. Bridges finds Dinwiddie. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's the pick. And here's Finney-Smith. Shoots over Barnes. Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. The first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Raptors out in front. They lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the... Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the floor for the Nets, we've got Ben Simmons, Joe Harris out there with Royce O'Neal, then there's Seth Curry, and it's Thomas in at the 2.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
Trent, the pass to Young. Pass to Achua, 13 feet out. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
It is still Raptors ball.
Now off the inbound, and then Porter with the dunk.
Earlier in his career, Otto may not have had the strength to finish that play.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
They set a pick. Here's Curry, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball, and ultimately I think they just roll with the punches.
Down low. Here's Achua. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
To the paint. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Trent finds Achua. He got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Back to Flynn. Young with a screen on Curry. Pass to Achua. Hey, from beyond the arc. Nails it from three. Achua's got 7 points for the quarter. Well, Brooklyn's shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. And here's Curry for three. That one is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside for Porter. From deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Achua. No good with a layup. The Nets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Curry. Pulls it in from the elbow. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
This is what you do when your opponents try to take away the three and the painted area.
Young inside. He's against O'Neal. Outside Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Achua. Uses the glass on the layup. Achua's got 9.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Back to Trent. The shot off that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Inside. Here's Simmons. Achua with a rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds in the game. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Down low. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. And there's the drive. Tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent. Here's Harris. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. No good with the triple. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Here's Flynn. He's covered by Curry. That one falls. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Curry. Achua with a steal. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. He shoots a 3. Hauled in by Curry. From deep 3-point range. Simmons with it. With 1 on the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Toronto closing out this quarter.
Please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now Bridges, outside Simmons. Back to Bridges. Simmons with a screen on Anunoby to the inside. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh my, Big Ben showing us how it's done.
VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. Dinwiddie outside. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Van Vliet. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred VanVleet has earned his spot in the league. The sixth man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Pirtle.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Raptors with a lead. Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred VanVleet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
Simmons. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Finney-Smith. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Anunoby on the take. Van Vliet outside. He takes it in. That shot missing. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Left side Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
You love seeing games like this from Simmons, looking absolutely dominant and in control offensively.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Ben Simmons grabs the board. For Brooklyn, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Right wing. Dinwiddie finds Simmons. Here's Bridges. Anunoby covering. Simmons with a screen on Anunoby. Bridges passes to Simmons. It's Barnes on the wing. Siakam outside.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
1:58 left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
When there's a chance to make a difference, Siakam steps up. This should be no different.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
Up top Dinwiddie, guarded by Van Vliet. Johnson against Barnes. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Oh, impressive play from Simmons, showing he can step up and be the guy on offense when he has to.
3-pointer Van Vliet. Ben Simmons grabs the board. The Nets have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Now here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Siakam. Anunoby against Bridges. Back to Finney-Smith. Stolen by Siakam. Here comes Toronto on the push. Barnes finds Van Vliet. Now here's Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
It's stolen by Barnes.
Brooklyn foul. Spencer Dinwiddie. That is first personal foul. 14.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You have to love Fred VanVleet's sheer tenacity out on the floor. He doesn't allow himself to be intimidated on either end and always comes at you with his best.
Here's Bridges. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jakob Poeltl. Good on the first. And that narrows the gap to 7. And that's good as he hits both shots. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Van Vliet. Picked by Poeltl. Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Simmons. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second personal
Assertive play by Fred in the paint. He wanted that foul, and he got it.
line for your Raptors. Fred Van Vliet.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's an 8-point ball game. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Dinwiddie. Outside Finney-Smith. Johnson with it. He's guarded by Barnes. From the arc. So it's Toronto picking up the win. All right, Alec, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett at the 3 spot.
Well, Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Floats it up for Randall. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This guy is so quick. Julius Randle finishes with a pretty dunk.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldrich. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, he knows this other team blocks shots, but he doesn't want his team to change its approach. He said, we've got to attack the paint. We can't just live outside. I told my guys, when you go up strong. So, Kevin, they're going to take it early and often to the front of the rim.
Thanks, D.A. And, hey, if you want to get out early against a good defensive team, Greg, it's going to require some great play calling.
Finding the weak link and then finding a way to exploit it. No one said it would be easy.
And making good use of mismatches. Know the scouting report, attack those weaknesses. Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s. Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
Here's Hart. The Raptors getting the bucket. And Barrett slams it in.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
Barnes dishes to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. On the wing, Anunoby. And he commits the intentional foul. And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows. Sees his man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one goes on Anunoby.
The defense trying to get physical with Mr. Robinson. He's all about that. Go ahead.
And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Here's Randall following the basket by Fred VanVleet. And so New York calls timeout their first.
Fans, the team, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Brunson kicks to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. Tips it. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 8 points.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
Now here's Brunson. Now the feed to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
That's Julius Randle in pick-and-roll action, being decisive and having the skill set necessary to score it.
Here's Anunoby. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
The athleticism of Mitchell Robinson is something to behold.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
R.J. Barrett entered the league with confidence and an ability to get off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
And finished off by Siakam.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Randall, a screen on Anunoby. Hart the pass to Randall. Robinson up top. It's Hart on the wing. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a sophomore, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the sophomore.
Mitchell Robinson brings a level of toughness on a nightly basis. Love getting inside and seeing him invite the contact.
Good on both. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Now here's Barnes. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Brunson kicks to Randall. And Pirtle sends it back. They retain possession. Siakam outside. Mitchell Robinson's firing on all cylinders, guys, for the Knicks. He totaled 14 points in the quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Well, defense is smart to get close to Randall, but he powers through it anyway.
Pirtle with a screen on Brunson. VanVleet against Brunson. VanVleet passes to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Loads it up there for Siakam. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Up top, Hart. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Barrett. Takes it inside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
That's a good one, Kevin. I think you gotta look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Anunoby. The Knicks pull it in.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Runs in the pass to Robinson. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. VanVleet outside. Sinks the triple. VanVleet's got 5.
Well, Fred VanVleet has become a true impact player. This guy remarkably consistent from deep.
VanVleet against Brunson. Here's Barrett. And contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these...
The ruling on the floor stands.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of everything. He can score it, board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game.
Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Fred VanVleet, we've seen him. He's able off the dribble to create enough space for his shot.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless. Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Brunson scanning the floor. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Anunoby has the open look. They get it again, and it's Barnes on the follow. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Well, Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
It's that simple. Let's hear it, fans.
1:39 left to play in the first half.
We need you to get loud right now for your North
Brunson
side.
against Van Vliet.
Give it up once again for your
Robinson kicks to Hart. Siakam for 3. Randall with the block.
How about the timing? The rejection by Julius Randle. Read that one beautifully.
1:22 left in the first half of basketball. Siakam against Randall. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Van Vliet outside. That one's not going to go. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Hart. He takes it in. Count that one.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
New York shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor.
Anunoby, good.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Lob pass to Barrett. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, you can't fall asleep on R.J. Barrett. Got the size, got the ups. Go ahead. Easy work right there, R.J.
Siakam kicks to Barnes. Siakam a screen on Barrett. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. On the wing, Anunoby. 7 points in the game.
How special can OG Anunoby be? Show off and show out.
Randall outside. In the corner, it's Robinson. Pirtle with the steal. It's tipped. That will count. No good that time.
At the end of the first half, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Well, you have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Mitchell Robinson.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's he's been pulling down this offensive board.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. They've got Hartenstein. Derrick Rose is out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Grimes in its small forward. Here's Toppin.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Martin left side. Outside Porter. Here's Boucher. Now the pass to Barton. Clock at 4. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Rose against Barton. And Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi. Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
You're talking about a combination of length and hops. Toppin does a good job staying connected defensively.
Rose passes to Hartenstein. And he jams it in.
And that's an aggressive move to the hoop and a great pass there to cap it off.
Yeah, that's something these guys are always perfecting. Beautiful loft on the assist.
And a fast break now for New York. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. There's a screen by Toppin. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Grimes. New York calls timeout.
If you want a free shirt, you need to be a super fan, and that means bringing all the noise you've got right now. Fantastic fans, give it up once again for your Northside crew.
Here's Rose. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Toronto ball.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Toronto Raptors. They're scoreless since the first half.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure, the Knicks with the lead. Rose in the post. Barton defending. Rose, no good. Raptors shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. And here they come. Here's Toppin. And Boucher sends it back. Tries again. Quickly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Will Barton. The Knicks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. You know, Doris, I feel for guys like Emmanuel quickly. The college tournament canceled his final season.
And that's brutal. You can never replace the excitement of March. But Quickly is starting a long NBA career at last. That 2020 tournament cancellation ended a lot of college basketball careers.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Barton against Rose. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. Pass to Grimes. Boucher with the steal. The dish to Barton. To the wing on the left for the lead. That one misses. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Rose scanning the floor. And that one is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Toppin with the steal. Pass to Hartenstein. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Barton, no luck.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Grimes passes to Toppin. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Toppin. Shoots over at Chua. Toppin can't get it to go.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you see Boucher willing to take a hit if it means getting to the free throw line. Nice job, Chris.
And so Boucher nails both of them. Now Brunson. Randall left side. This one for 3. Unable to get that one. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. VanVleet finds Siakam, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Now there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
Here's Brunson. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Knicks lead by 1. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
It's stolen by Randall. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Hart the pass to Brunson. This is to Randall. Count the basket and the foul. Fred VanVleet picks one up. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
The Knicks leading by 4. Brunson the pass to Hart. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Then one on Jakob Poeltl.
The one challenge Mitchell Robinson has had through the early portion of his career is a little bit of foul trouble. Nice to see him get to the line for a little bit of payback. One thing we know about him, he's got to stay on the floor to be effective.
VanVleet kicks to Anunoby. Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. Siakam misses.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Randall with the ball. Feeds to Robinson. Back to Randall. The pass to Brunson. Going inside. Here's Robinson. 4 on the clock. And Poeltl sends it back. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Clock at 2. Here's Hart. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Raptors trail by 5. And here is VanVleet. That one, no good.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
OG Anunoby. That's his
Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Brunson finds Robinson. Randall. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Siakam. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Boy, Pascal Siakam can put a ton of pressure on the defense. This guy has the physicality that you love.
Siakam hits them both.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Brunson with a clean look. Connects from three-point range. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
New York leading by 5. Now here's Brunson. Here's Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his
It's
second
on R.J. Barrett.
Well, with that 6'9" length, right? Siakam uses those long limbs to create contact, get himself some free throws. Nicely done.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Brunson kicks to Barrett. Randall a screen on Barnes. And they get it back. Randall dishes to Robinson. Here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors miss again.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Randall passes to Brunson. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up for Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
Hart against Anunoby. Hart kicks to Brunson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Randall no good. Siakam outside. The layup missed. So it's New York picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great.
Sunday afternoon presentation of the NBA. Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. At forward, it's Barron and Randall. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the center position, locking down the middle. And here's Brunson. Puts one up from 19. Here's Randall. And he makes it on the layup.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Claxton. Robinson with a steal. And we're about a minute into the first. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Back to Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Claxton. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Now for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, BA. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender. Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Brunson with it, guarded now by Finney-Smith. And it's Brunson with the three. Brunson's got 7 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Bridges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
No debate there. He got hammered.
When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in. Mikal did.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Dinwiddie against Brunson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Brunson. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
2 minutes to play. First quarter.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Claxton. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Hits a 3-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Brunson against Dinwiddie. Down low. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Bridges. The Knicks with the rebound. 1:24 left to play in the first. Here's Randall. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Dinwiddie. There's a screen. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Dinwiddie, right side. The kick out to Johnson. Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Johnson. There's the triple. That shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barrett finds Hart. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. And the first one at the line is good.
The line for the Knicks. Josh Hart, shooting 2.
And both free throws good for Hart. Brooklyn's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Brunson passes to Robinson. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And back to the start of the second quarter in just...
Please give a big round of applause for your Knicks Youth 10 team.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor for New York. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett in at the 3, the small forward.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. To the inside, Finney-Smith. And he throws it down with one hand.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Okay, look out. Man. Wow. And he dunks it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Finney-Smith. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Well, Richard, as a former player yourself, what's your take on stars demanding trades and jumping around the league so much?
It's tough because I've seen the other thing happen to stars. Blake Griffin re-signs with the Clippers. They show him videos of putting his jersey in the Raptors, and then he's traded a year later. So I think everybody has to figure out what is best for them, but you also have to try as an individual and as a professional to fulfill your obligations. And I think trades can be someplace in the middle of that.
Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, there's nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Good on the bucket. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Robinson, a screen on Bridges. Brunson passes to Robinson. Got a hand on it. Outside Johnson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Claxton. Out to Bridges. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by Robinson.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that. And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And the basket by Bridges. You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013. Their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. Didn't work out. And it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
Barrett against Johnson. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Outside, Finney Smith. To the wing, right side. So it'll be two. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the
previous play is under.
we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
On either side of the pick and roll, Randall is a problem.
Bridges outside. The kick out to Johnson. Dinwiddie outside. Screen by Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. And the Nets miss again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Hart. Pass to Randall. Now it's Hart. Randall, a screen on Johnson. Hart goes in. Randall can't hit.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play. Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Hart against Bridges. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. 16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Finney Smith. The Knicks with the rebound.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Randall, the pass to Brunson. It's tipped. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Nets out in front, up 3. Thanks, Allie. After the 31. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. They've got Seth Curry. Ben Simmons is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard. So that's the Nets 5.
I mean, you have to love the physicality of Simmons right there. He has the strength and size to finish that play.
Well, thinking about the Aussie Ben Simmons, such an impressive defender, Richard.
Honestly, he's a defensive player of the year caliber player every year, mainly due to his ability to guard any position. This is the type of versatility that isn't seen very often.
Pass to Grimes. And he can't get that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. On the wing, Curry. Now here's Simmons. The D's right on him. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Outside Curry. Pass to Thomas. That one no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Quickly. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Toppin outside. Clock at 4. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Three-pointer off the mark.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And that one falls for Curry. The Nets with a lead. Pass to O'Neal. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Terrific playmaking from Simmons, getting the ball into his hands off a wide-open shooter.
Rose with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Toppin a screen on Curry. And he's going for the lob. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Pass to O'Neal. Out to Harris. Here's Thomas, guarded by Quickly. Shot clock at 6. From 20 feet. No good there. New York goes the other way with it. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Curry with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Yep, count it. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Toppin outside. And he drops it in from the low post. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Screen by O'Neal. Pass to Harris. Here's O'Neal. Here's Simmons. And that one hits the back iron. New York trailing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the Nets shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Harris finds Simmons. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Obi Toppin.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Quickly. Up top, Toppin launches it. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Harris outside. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Harris. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Nets lead by 6.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Hartenstein. Kicks it to Quickly. Pass to Toppin. From 13 feet, down it goes. Toppin's got 8 here in this quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Curry. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Next foul. Obi Toppin. Second personal foul. Team's 5th foul.
And that one falls for Curry.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Claxton. Oh, Robinson with a block. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
First team.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Screen by Robinson. Here's Brunson. Blocked. Now Bridges. He's got 10. Here's Finney-Smith. Uses the glass on the layup. Finney-Smith's got 11 points.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. And that's out in front, up 9. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for New York. And forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Randall. Now here's Robinson. Oh, got a piece of it. Now a timeout called by New York. And as we head down the stretch, these players are focused on absorbing their coach's game plan and also drinking some Gatorade so their bodies will be well hydrated for the minutes ahead. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Hart passes to Robinson. Here's Barrett, covered by Johnson. Second chance shot. Nice move. Here's Robinson. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets? The free throw is off from Bridges.
Mikael Bridges at the line 1 time.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Dinwiddie with it. Hard covering. Dinwiddie with a screen on Brunson. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Nets lead by 14.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Outside, Finney-Smith. Pass to Bridges. Back to Finney-Smith. Randall with a steal. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And that one's good for Brunson.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy basket.
The first one falls.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Good on both. The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. To the paint. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Barrett against Johnson. And the Nets miss again. And here's New York now. They trail by 14. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hart. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Bridges against Hart. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
Down low. Here's Finney-Smith. Deflected. Robinson passes to Hart. Randall outside. Outside, Finney-Smith. Pass to Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Out to Bridges. And stolen by Barrett.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw it open.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Mikal Bridges.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Outside Brunson. Here's Hart, driving inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Bridges outside. Oh, that's offensive interference.
That's the interference.
And here are the Knicks. It's a 13-point game. And here's Brunson from the arc. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Fires the three. Randall pulls down the board. And here are the Knicks now. Brunson passes to Robinson. Back to Brunson. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Bridges. Shot to win the cold streak. Off target with the shot. So we see the Nets get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this.
Squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Sparrow at the 5. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive play.
Count that one from VanVleet.
Built to take as much punishment as you want to dish out. Fred VanVleet not fazed by physical D.
Here's Bridges. Pass to Finney-Smith. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to catch up with the Nets head coach. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Now, here's Siakam, and the shot is good.
Wiry, strong Pascal Siakam with the nice move in that painted area.
Johnson, that one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Barnes. Here's VanVleet. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Hurdle with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Anunoby in the corner. Barnes against Johnson. Barnes kicks to Siakam. Barnes sets a screen for Siakam. From outside, off the mark. Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
For 3, Bridges doesn't get it to drop for him. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. VanVleet on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. On the wing, Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Inside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
VanVleet passes to Barnes. To the inside. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Can't get a much better look than that. Pirtle with an aggressive move.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Out to the right wing. Claxton the pass to Finney-Smith. He nails it, and we're tied up. Finney-Smith's got 7 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Dinwiddie left side. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Bridges. To the middle. No good from Finney-Smith.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's VanVleet. Pirtle kicks to Anunoby. VanVleet outside. The pass to Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And when you look at Pascal Siakam, he has only gotten better.
Yes, GA, having his best seasons the last 3 years, averaging over 20 points, and he's a rebounding machine. Though you get a lot of individual production out of Pascal Siakam, he's a total team player. He checks his ego at the door.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Chalk up 2 there. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Interior defense is all over Pirtle. Real determination to get that one up.
Bridges passes to Claxton, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Van Vliet looking around. Anunoby has the open look. Good on the triple. Anunoby's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Raptors. Stolen by Van Vliet. The shot off that time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
Please give a big round of applause for your next youth team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
They've got Cameron Johnson, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Hello, Scotty Barnes throws it down. Okay, young fella.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And stolen by Barnes. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Anunoby's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
It's good from long range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Johnson the pass to Finney Smith. Johnson with a screen on Siakam. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Pirtle finds Siakam. Bridges with the steal. Pushing it up. And here they go. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Barnes outside. And Siakam has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pirtle. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Pirtle's got 6.
Love the razor sharp focus. Pirtle bouncing off contact and finishing well.
And a deep roster for the Raptors. But Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin.
Raptors leading by 9. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
There they go, fans.
And lead against Dinwiddie. Johnson outside. And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have 2 guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Down low. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Now, here's Siakam. Defense is right there. They double-team Siakam. Anunoby. And he recovers it. The three from Barnes. The shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Johnson with it. Running now by Barnes. Finney-Smith kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Here's Claxton. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Siakam. There's Pirtle. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his fourth rebound in this one. Bridges passes to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Beyond the arc. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. And stolen by Barnes. Fast break Toronto. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Pirtle finds Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. Pirtle's shot is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result. That break coming off the turnover forced by OG. Great anticipation.
Dinwiddie drives in. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Van Vliet. And the Nets miss again. A big-time effort for OG. Thanks so much, David. And we'll...
Point. The Raptors. 30.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Raptors leading by 10.
Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Achua is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Porter. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Flynn in at the 1. To the inside. And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
Thomas finds Curry. No one near him. Flynn grabs the miss. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Porter in the corner. And stolen by Simmons. Inside. And Simmons slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Nets trail by 8. Feeds it to Simmons. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Flynn the pass to Achua. The kick out to Porter. No good with the triple.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
A putback. Rebound by the Raptors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Boucher with a screen on Harris. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Trent. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Toronto. 6-point lead. Great Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
Harris inside. Porter's there.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
O'Neal passes to Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
And give him credit. Simmons struggled at the line when he entered the league, but Ben's really improved his foul shooting.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all, but Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
It might be the most difficult shot in basketball, the hook shot.
Curry against Flynn. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. O'Neal. Outside for Simmons. Harris outside. 5 on the clock. Over Porter. Harris no good.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Trent against Thomas. Achiuwa in the corner. And he lays it straight in. Achiuwa's got 6.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Curry looking it over. There's O'Neal with the 3. And a great assist by Curry. That one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. There's the pass to Boucher. 27 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Flynn. Boucher sets a screen for Flynn. Toronto needs to get off the shot. And the dunk by Boucher.
Boucher with great hands on the catch, and then he finishes it.
Outside Curry. From the arc. It's hauled in by Achiuwa. Achiuwa's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feed. Fun.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. O'Neal is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Thomas in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Van Vliet. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Here's O'Neal. Pass to Simmons. And that one drops for him. Simmons got 13 points here in the second half alone.
A strong physical player in his own right. Simmons finishing through the contact.
On the wing, Anunoby. They double him with Simmons. Anunoby, no good. Brooklyn trailing. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
You can see their confidence growing. They have good reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And the Raptors call time here.
To make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Johnson comes in for Harris. Bridges is checked in for Thomas. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Seth Curry. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but you can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Van Vliet. Toronto calls timeout. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
T-shirt. Come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Barnes outside. 6 on the shot clock. Doesn't go that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. So they take the lead. Simmons got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting. Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
For 3, Siakam. Raptors get it back. Here's Barnes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Defenders haven't figured out Scotty Barnes yet.
Barnes hits them both.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Lets it go with a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Launches it. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Screen by Pirtle. Van Vliet wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Siakam. And no good. Excellent D there by Johnson. Bridges passes to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
To the paint. Pirtle kicks to Van Vliet.
Nets foul. Spencer Dinwiddie. First personal foul. 14 foul.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Van Vliet passes to Pirtle.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes. He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he does get the second one, and that puts them up by 5. And so it's Brooklyn with it.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
For 3, Bridges places one from 3.
At 6'11" with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Second one is good. And both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, with
rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Randall, good.
Nice play by Julius. Good decision maker in the pick and roll.
Knicks lead 2-0.
Brunson against VanVleet. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter. And when you look at VanVleet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Outside Hart. Pirtle grabs a miss. And VanVleet, a very solid defender at his position grab.
Not great length, but strong as any, BA. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
And the basket by VanVleet.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Brunson on the drive. For 3, Randall. The shot no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Outside Barnes. Soft touch off the glass.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. And that's an intentional foul.
Jalen Brunson, first personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
It's stolen by Barnes. Into the lane. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Siakam.
2 minutes.
Outside Barnes.
2 minutes.
Pass to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Robinson, a screen on VanVleet. It's stolen by Pirtle. Siakam outside. And then Siakam with the jam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Outside Barnes. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Siakam outside. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
1:09 left now in the first quarter. And it's VanVleet off the drive. Kicks it out to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And Siakam with the slam.
And just a straight baller move from Siakam. I mean, shrugging off the coverage and keeping his focus on that basket.
Robinson finds Barrett. Nails the wide open jumper.
So wide open there. He said, why not? But that's like a warm-up shot for him.
17-12.
VanVleet against Brunson. Here's Pirtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And he drops a first. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
For Toronto, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now Van Vliet. 11 seconds left in the first quarter here. 5 to shoot.
Blocking foul called on R.J. Barrett. Second personal foul. Fourth team
That
foul.
one's off.
Fred Van Vliet at the line. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. The shot, no good. And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Toronto. 8 points in the quarter.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Raptors with a lead. Since hiring Tom Thibodeau, every year the Knicks have been at the bottom of the league in pace.
Well, Thibs rhymes with grind, doesn't it, B.A.? I mean, it doesn't really, but it should.
Wow! Siakam putting something extra on that one. Just a gifted player with style and substance.
Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
22-16.
Van Vliet with it. Driving in. Inside. Pirtle, the pass to Anunoby. Takes the three. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
They're both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
New York trailing. Outside Robinson. Brunson finds Hart. Floats one. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson, a screen on Van Vliet. Brunson misses. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Barnes in the post, guarded by Barrett. And he's going to the left. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under review.
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Brunson passes to Randall. And here's Hart. Outside for Randall. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there. That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Out left to the wing. Here's Randall. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And how about Randall just collecting and absorbing that hit and still fights to get a shot off.
And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Grant.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randall credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Now here's Hart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Josh Hart listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He does. I mean, just so strong on defense in the post, VA. Often will guard up a position, and his rebounding numbers show he plays well above his listed height.
A former first-round pick, Josh Hart, really trying to get some of his mojo back in terms of shooting the ball from distance. He still scores it with consistency, though.
Now here's Barnes. Siakam, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Shot is good by Barrett. And the Josh Hart Brent really able to stretch the floor for these guys.
Well, playing the 2 and the 3, maybe a little undersized, but took more three-pointers last year, trying to gain some confidence there. And if he's at 35, 36%, that's going to open a lot for him and his team.
Brunson on the drive. Kicks it out to Barrett. The 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Barrett's got 7 points in the game.
And Barrett's teammates love it when he looks to shoot from the corner. They know how dangerous he can be from deep.
Robinson with a steal. Here's Hart. Pass to Barrett. The kick out to Brunson. From deep. Anunoby against Hart. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's a strength of Mitchell Robinson's game, a force in the paint.
And Toronto calls time here.
It'll be a Raptors timeout. Time to get loud now, everyone.
Here's Van Vliet.
It's time for a t-shirt toss.
34 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
Sitting answer.
To the paint, looking to win the run. And the bucket by Pirtle. He's got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Brunson against Van Vliet. Here's Brunson. He's got 9. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Van Vliet. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. First team.
First free throw is good.
Fred Van Vliet at the line. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Van Vliet. And stolen by Boucher. It's a tie game in New York. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
The Knicks, 31. The Raptors, 31.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
We've got Toppin. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Grimes in at the 3. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
Good job from Toppin just completing a play that time for contact.
Here's Flynn. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
At the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Rose. Toppin, left side. Pass to Grimes. Quickly with the ball. Toppin, left side. Rose, the pass to Quickly. 3 on the clock. There's the drive. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose.
Another assist in the career of D. Rose.
This might make you feel old, but Derrick Rose won his MVP over a decade ago. The 2011 season. Whew, that was something special.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
New York on D. Now here's Porter. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Achua with the dunk.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
D. Rose in 2011, MVP for his hometown team, the Chicago Bulls.
What a year, top 10 in scoring and assists. He just won that vote in a landslide. That Bulls team winning 62 games, and it beat up on a loaded Eastern Conference. That was LeBron's first Miami season, and Boston still had the big 3. Derrick Rose was getting it done.
Knicks foul. That's it, Grimes. First personal foul.
He's off on the first.
Chris Boucher at the line.
And the second free throw is good.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Rose with it, and it's Boucher picking him up. Here's Toppin. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Trent, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's from
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Trent left side, and finished off by Boucher.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Now here's Boucher. A minute 53 left in the third. And finished off by Boucher.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Toppin, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And Toppin on top of the world there.
44-41.
Here's Flynn. Down low. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Misses off the inbound. New York has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Rebounded by Flynn. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Achua. Now Boucher to the left side wing. Boucher a screen on Rose. Here's Flynn. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Flynn's got 4 points in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Quickly with the ball. Uncovered. Porter pulls it in.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Trent with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Here's Boucher for three. It's not going to go for him. New York goes the other way with it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Here's Toppin.
Are you kidding me? Wow, amazing!
And Toppin getting a little bit fancy with the throwdown that time.
43.
Outside Porter takes a three. He can't hit that time. Here's Rose. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kids.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. New York trailing. So for Toronto right now. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Well, Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Randall.
Julius Randle, a nightly double-double threat. A guy who can occasionally drain the three, but when he first entered the league, many considered him just to be a role player. That role has changed.
Well, since accepting a bigger role, Randall has really blossomed.
Well, it's great to see him evolve over time and actually be just taking on more responsibility. And with the way his game has blossomed, you can see why. He's a big part of this team.
Barrett. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
It felt like RJ did a great job there of just baiting the defense in order to get the contact.
No good on the second free throw. Well, Brent Canada is well represented in the NBA these days. RJ Barrett may be leading the charge.
Man, if you put together a team of nothing but Canadian players, you have a pretty strong 5 out there. And Barrett's a guy who might be the leader of that squad.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He just wanted his players to get a breather and to remind them, stick with the game plan. He wants them to stay patient and run their plays, even if they have to go deep into the shot clock. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Siakam. Outside Anunoby. Clock at 6. Siakam with a screen on Hart. Pirtle. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Raptors lead by 2.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Barrett. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Well, Barrett, nice touch down there as the lefty was able to negotiate the little room that he had.
And it's VanVleet off the drive. Siakam outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
You can see the length come into play whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
At the line, 2 shots.
Siakam hits them both. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Randall outside. Pass to Barrett. Hard against Anunoby to take the lead. Just 5 on the clock. Randall can't hit. And here are the Raptors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Siakam with a screen on Brunson. VanVleet, the pass to Pirtle. Now here's Siakam. Hits the trifecta. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Pass to Hart. Barnes against Barrett. The shot comes out. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Hard against Anunoby. Inside. Here's Pirtle. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Randall can't hit.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Takes it out to Anunoby. They get it again. Siakam outside. And an intentional foul right there.
Josh Hart. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Pirtle. 4 on the clock. Here's Anunoby. And right through it goes.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And they get it. And it's Randall with the jam.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
The Raptors have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Kicks it out to Anunoby. On the take. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anunoby's gotten 4 this quarter.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Now Barnes. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Here's the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Robinson. Kicks it out to Barron. Outside Hart. 4-3. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. And it's Toronto's ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Siakam with a screen on Brunson. 3-pointer, Van Vliet. Randall pulls down the board. Stolen by Siakam. The 11-footer. Off the left rim and out. So it's Toronto picking up the win. And Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Thank you, man.
coming up. Great to have you with us. Now, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Mikal Bridges, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Claxton. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Bridges against Hart. Bridges, right side. Shot clock at 5. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, New York. Finney Smith passes to Claxton. Blocked again.
R.J. Barrett has strength and length on the defensive end, and that makes that block an easy one.
Pass to Randall. Back to Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Always feels good getting that first one in the back.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Passes to Finney Smith. Johnson in the corner. Stolen by Robinson. Brunson scanning the floor. Out to Barrett. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Yeah, growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Lock at 6. Randall grabs the board.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Robinson kicks to Hart. Randall outside. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Randall finds Robinson. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Here's Finney-Smith. And the pass to Claxton. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
They set the pick. Here's Brunson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Dinwiddie up top. Brunson covering. Finney-Smith kicks to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Finney-Smith passes to Johnson. To the middle. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 3. Barrett inside the three-point line. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, R.J. Barrett comes with an aggressiveness and assertiveness. This guy wants to capitalize on the defender's mistake. Nice. Well, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously, injuries played a part. The trade, the big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
.130 left to play in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges misses. Despite the Nets' shifting lineup scores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
Now here's Randall. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. 1:04 left in the first. Here's Dinwiddie. It's blocked. Randall outside. And to find Brunson. Gets it to him. An emphatic LU jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Randall, and then Randall slams it in.
Wow, Julius Randall with a little flavor on the finish.
On the wing, Bridges, defended by Hart. Here's Claxton. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Shot to stop the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Mitchell Robinson. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game.
Spencer Dinwiddie at the line.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Randall with the ball. Pass to Brunson. Fades. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kids.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New York.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Feel that rhythm, fans?
Nets trail by 10.
Spectacular move.
Dinwiddie outside.
Breaker and screw.
Finney-Smith passes to Bridges. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Hart.
Blocking foul called on Josh Hart. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. Over Randall. Shot clock at 6. Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Here's Barrett after the basket by Brooklyn. Back to Hart. Dishes it to Barrett. Fades away. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Pass to Bridges. Nets passing it around. Johnson wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Brunson finds Robinson. Back to Brunson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Down low, out to the wing, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. New York leading by 5.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
Now, here's Barrett. 5 points in the game. Fires from deep. Brunson, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Stolen by Robinson. Brunson the pass to Hart. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Inside, Claxton. Back to Bridges. Passes it to Claxton. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Brunson kicks to Randall. 1:15 left in the first half of the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 5. Dinwiddie outside. It's stolen by Randall. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
And this is his second trip to the line of the game. That one falls for Brunson. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for Brunson.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Curry outside. Toppin pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Quickly the pass to Toppin. To the inside. On the wing quickly. New York, no good that time either. Nets trail by 8. To the paint, stolen by Brunson. Poked away. The pass to Hartenstein. Back to Toppin. Takes a 3. That shot off. And so it's the New York Knicks. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the
Knicks 23. The Nets 15.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Toppin is out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. And it's Rose. And it's Grimes in at the 3 spot. So that's how Tom Thibodeau starts the second half. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Timeout called the Nets.
The Nets call timeout. That's right. It's T-shirt time. Give a big round of applause to your Knicks City Dancer.
Nets trail by 11. Curry looking around. And Simmons kicks to Curry. There's the triple. That shot missing. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Toppin inside. Guarded by Curry. Now, here's Toppin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 to shoot. From downtown, it's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. 11-point game. And Simmons sends it in.
Now Ben Simmons at 6'11" with elite hops. That's an easy look.
Throws it up high. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the middle, here's Hartenstein, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Curry passes to Simmons. And here is Quickly. No good there. Simmons with the defensive effort. Rose against Thomas. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Thomas kicks to Curry. O'Neal is screen on Rose. Curry with a wide open look. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
This guy doesn't need a whole lot of space, right? Seth Curry's so good at finding his window as a pick-and-roll basketball player.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
He has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to O'Neal. Right side, Thomas. Harris kicks to O'Neal. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 to shoot. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Oh, he misses the dunk. Down low. And Toppin throws it down.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Curry outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Toppin throws it down.
Boy, the explosiveness of Obi Toppin can really shock the defense. This guy gets excellent airspace.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Nets trail by 8. Outside Curry. Outside for Thomas. Inside. Here's Simmons. Again, the Nets for 2.
We know the interior is Ben Simmons' comfort zone. He can get his shots at this range.
Rose passes to Hartenstein. Stolen by O'Neal. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
The Knicks leading by 6. Now Rose. Pass to Hartenstein. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Hartenstein's got 9 points here in the second half. Stolen by Quickly. The shot, no good. And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 8-point lead.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kids.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Knicks shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting it. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. That's tipped. Johnson surveying the floor. Passes it to Finney Smith. The shot misses. Randall with some nice D. The Knicks with the lead. He feeds it to Robinson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
Dinwiddie against Brunson. Puts up a 3. Knicks with the rebound. Randall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Robinson. Back to Brunson. To the middle. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Brunson. Robinson's got the lead up to 12 now for New York.
44-32.
For 3, Bridges drills it from outside.
Mikal Bridges.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
And Brunson, here we go. Randall dishes to Barrett. Right to the hoop. And Barrett shams it in.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Dinwiddie right side. Bridges for 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges has got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Nets. Runs in the pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randle. Get off your feet, young sir.
And there's the pass to Finney Smith. Here's Claxton. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, as As usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And Robinson throws it down home.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Bridges passes to Finney Smith. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Feeds it to Robinson. Dinwiddie with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. A shot by Johnson, no good. And Randall has got the ball here for New York.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Brunson kicks to Randall. Bridges with some nice defense.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Knicks ball.
A minute 20 left in the 4th quarter. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Pass to Hart. Over to the left wing. Randall passes to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. That's tipped.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
This guy is a high flyer, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now, here's Hart. Outside for Randall. Kept alive by New York. Robinson passes to Hart. Back to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Here's Dinwiddie. No good on the triple. Here's Brunson. So it's New York picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were